Clubhouse, Miss Jessica here, and today we're gonna do a little experiment. So we're gonna use, first you're gonna need some flour, some cocoa powder, and 3 different sized items. So I've got an orange, I have a tomato, it's a plastic tomato, and I have a tin foil rolled up into a bowl that I just did. So to start off, you're gonna take your flour. Oh, and also you're going to need a ruler, I forgot to mention this. So you're going to take your flour and you're just going to pour it onto your tray that you also need. Your kitchen tray will do. Just going to pour a nice amount of flour. You don't have to cover the whole tray. I'll hold this up to the camera now so you can see. So you just need a nice amount of flour. You're just going to smooth it over a little bit. You can use your hands. Then you're also going to take your cocoa powder. As you can see, I'm not in the clubhouse room today, I'm outside. I thought it was such a nice day out that I thought it'd be a fun idea to record my video outside. Okay, so I put my cocoa powder over my flour. Each of our items is our meteorites. Okay, so we've got our orange, our tomato, our tin foil, they're our meteorites. And then when they land in the flour and cocoa powder, it will form a crater, which we will then measure with our ruler to see the size of our craters. So let's start. Okay, so to start, I'm gonna take my tin foil and I'm just gonna drop it from the same height each time, okay? So I'm gonna drop it now. You see that? So it has fallen into the flour. So I'm just gonna pick it up and you can see we've got a nice crater that has formed. Let me take the camera, I'm going to zoom in on it for you so you can see an up close look. Okay, so that is our crater that the tin foil has formed. So now we're going to take our ruler and we're going to measure in centimeters how big our crater is. So our crater is 5.5 centimeters. So the tin foil is 5.5 centimeters. Now we're just going to smooth this back over. We're going to add a little more cocoa powder over the top. And then we'll try our next meteorite, which will be our orange. Okay, so I just added some more cocoa powder over this flour. And then we're going to take our orange from the same height. And we're going to drop it in and see how big the crater is. Do we think it's going to be bigger or smaller than the tin foil? We'll find out soon. Whoop, that one got flour all over me. Right, let's see what size the crater is. Oh, it looks a little bit bigger. So I'm just going to measure now. I don't know if you see that on the camera. So we're going to take our ruler. We're going to do the same thing in centimeters. Start from the one end straight across the middle. This one is 6 centimeters. So this one is 0.5 bigger than our tin foil. All right, let's try our last one. So we're just going to smooth this back out. Maybe this is a good idea to do outside if you're going to try this. Or maybe wear an apron, because as you can see, I have got a lot of flour and cocoa powder on my apron. Okay, so I've added some more of my cocoa powder. And now I'm going to take this is a plastic tomato, so it is a lot lighter. So I don't know how big of a crater it's going to create, but we will see. All right, so I'm going to hold it from the same height. And then you just press it in a little bit where it falls, just so you've got a clear crater for you to measure. Okay, let me hold this up. That is our crater from our plastic tomato. So you're going to put the ruler right across the middle of our crater. 7. So we have got 7 centimeters for our tomato. So it turns out our tin foil was our smallest at 5.5. Our orange was second with 6 centimeters. And then our tomato was 7, so our biggest crater. So our meteorites form different craters. You can try different objects at home. Maybe you could try heavier fruit, whatever you have available. Maybe smaller things, like maybe a grape, and you could measure how small that would be. All right, I hope you try this at home, and I hope you have as much fun as I did today. Bye, Clubhouse.